It's pretty interesting because, when you're traveling around the mountain with the avalanche dogs, people are always really excited and they're yelling like, oh, the avalanche dogs, and, trying to get their attention. But the reality is they're here to do a job. And when they're at the mountain, they're working. They are here to rescue you if you were caught in an avalanche.
While most avalanches happen in the backcountry, they can happen on any mountain, including here at Mount Bachelor. And if that worst case scenario is to happen, the avalanche dogs are the first responders.
They're like just a member of our patrol. They show up with us in the morning, they get their uniform on just like us, and they ride the chairlift up with us, and they're here all day. It's a rough life.
Even with daily efforts to mitigate potential avalanches, around 3% of avalanche fatalities in the U.S. have involved guests skiing or snowboarding inside the boundaries of ski resorts. Today, many of the major ski resorts in the U.S. have avalanche dog programs. Mount Bachelor started their program in the 1990s.
We've got 3 aging dogs and kind of one new young pup, so we're definitely at a transition point.
We've brought Shasta on, she's a new pup. Riggins is almost 10. The 2 Goldens, Banyan and Mango, they're 8.5. So we're going to be rebuilding the team over the next few years.
Keep this next year. Chelsea, want to load up? Load up, good girl, wow!
It takes about 2 years to fully train an avalanche dog.
Good load up. Wow, is that a little scary?
The first year, the focus is a lot on just basic obedience, learning to travel around the mountain.
Good girl, Shasta.
Riding chairlifts, riding snowmobiles. Getting used to the guests calling for them and teaching them not to, run towards the guests and maybe get hit by their skis.
Good boy.
The second year, we really focus on the game of finding someone buried in the snow, and it really is hide and seek for them. It's a game.
Search.
It could take ski patrollers hours to locate someone buried in a field of avalanche debris. It can take a dog only seconds to pick up the scent.
We're training them to find with their nose what they can't see on the surface.
The speed at which a dog can locate a person buried in the snow and help to dig them out is a matter of life and death.
Get him out of there!
If someone buried in an avalanche is found within 15 minutes, they have a 90% chance of survival. But if the rescue takes more than 35 minutes, their chances of survival drop to 30%.
Super important for things to happen quick, right? So you got someone trapped in the snow, they've got just minutes of maybe available oxygen. Dogs are an important tool for us to be able to find someone quick.
That's a good boy. Get it out.
Good job! Put it in there!
But for the dogs in training today, this is just a fun game.
And when they do find that person, they get to do their favorite thing, which is play tug.
Get in there. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, good boy, Banyan. Oh, good boy. Good boy. Good boy.
If you don't sound like a crazy idiot, you're not doing it right. That's like super high-pitched, praising the dog.
Get him out of there, buddy. Get him out of there. Yeah, good job, Banyan. Good, buddy.
One thing that's funny is people always are like, oh, I would have thought it would be a St. Bernard, And it's just that image of the St. Bernard with the cask of brandy or whatever coming to rescue you.
Using dogs for alpine rescue has a long and fascinating history, dating all the way back to the 1600s. High in the Alps between Switzerland and Italy is the St. Bernard Pass. It was here that monks raised dogs to help locate and save stranded travelers. Legends tell of the many alpine rescues these dogs performed. When skiing first came to the United States, so too did mountain rescue dogs. This rare film shows St. Bernard's training on Mount Hood in the 1930s. But it's not just St. Bernards that make great avalanche dogs.
Generally, avalanche dogs, you want the dog to be a retriever that's really playful. That's why golden retrievers, black labs, yellow labs work well.
Shasta is the 16th dog to join Mount Bachelor's avalanche dog rescue program. And today is a big day. Her first training drill. She'll start by watching the older dog, Banyan.
What do you got there, Banyan? Get him out of there. Get him out. Go on, buddy. Go on, get him out of there. What do you got? Get him out of there. Get him out of there. What do you got? Get him out of there. Oh, Banyan. Oh, good boy. Did you find me? Good boy, Banyan. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, good boy. Yeah, good job, Banyan. Oh, buddy. Oh, you got there, pal.
Now it's Shasta's turn.
Shasta, what's this? You gonna come find me, Shasta? What's this, huh? What's this? What's this?
The first step is to get Shasta used to the idea of running into a snow cave to play, without the digging part. That'll come later in her training.
Oh, good girl, Shasta! She's in a snow cave, sniffing around, and we've got a tug toy that she's holding on to, and we're playing a little tug-of-war. She's not scared at all. This is exactly what we want to see.
All right, ready, Riggs? Okay, go load up.
As the puppy Shasta starts her first season, Riggins is nearing the end of his career.
His first day on the job, he was a 7-week-old puppy. He rode around in my jacket on the chairlift. Wait, 3. So yeah, he's been here this 11 seasons now. You know, I have such a strong bond with Riggins. We've spent so much time together. I know all dog owners have strong bond with their animals, but I don't know, it's just something different. It's just at another level. My husband always gets mad and says the dog gets more kisses than he does. So. It's a little bittersweet, you know, when I see the gray on his beard and I know he's getting older and he's about to turn 10. He's probably only going to be an Abbey dog up the mountain for another year or 2 max, you know, and it's sort of an end of an era for me. I remember being so young in the program and so gung-ho and wanting to train my dog and just wanting so badly to be a part of that program. And now I'm kind of passing that on to the next generation.
Good girl, Shasta.
You know, watching Drew step into a new role and then bring on his own Abbey dog. And, you know, it's very heartwarming when you see that, you know that it's okay, it's time, you know, it's okay to move on. You know, we spend all this time training these dogs, years training them. And the goal in the end is that he never has to be used to find someone buried in an avalanche. The goal is that he just continues to do drill after drill after drill, and he retires having never had to be deployed to rescue someone. The whole point of the program is for that one time that we need him, and we'll have him, and we'll be able to deploy him with the goal of saving someone's life.
You find me? Good boy. Good boy.
It's the end of another long day at Mount Bachelor. And after the lifts close, the ski patrol and the Abbey dogs have one last duty. Sweep the empty runs to make sure everyone has gone home safe.
You know, at the end of a long day, getting a nice view of the mountains and being with your dog, that's a good way to end it.